how to get actually disciplined and do it not from the masculine energy where you get burned out, you feel very stuck, very limited in your actions, but do it in balance with your feminine energy, because then you learn to get disciplined, get things done and achieve what you want, but you also stay at ease. You also have this freedom and free flow in life, and then discipline doesn't feel like a chore. Let's talk in this video how to actually do it. In my own experience and in the experience of the people I've talked with, there are two most common problems with discipline. First problem is that you push yourself to get disciplined, you make yourself do and continue to do, but you feel like miserable. You feel that you're so constrained by this discipline that you created for yourself. You don't get this second balance of, flow in life and being here now and being spontaneous. And the second problem can be that you have experienced the toxic discipline where you were pushed to work hard, to do something very much, and you almost have like allergy to it. For many people, it could be their negative experience at school or what parents pushed them to do. And now you tasted this flow of life and just not doing anything, waking up when you want, that you fear this discipline so much, but you also understand that something is not right, because in this flow and freedom, you're also sort of messy and chaotic and not really getting in life what you want. So these two types actually are about the same thing, is not understanding how discipline can be used in ecological, productive way, while also staying gentle to yourself and looking not for short-term results, but in long run. The power of small actions, creating a system that works for you and is not restrictive. But before we start, let's just quickly unpack my new box of Magic Mind productivity shots. Not too good in unpacking them. So Magic Mind is a productivity shot that helps you to focus better, to balance your mood, to get better attention for something, and it's so much better and healthier than using coffee. It has 12 amazing natural ingredients. I absolutely love the possibility to subscribe to this, because it means that you just press one time the subscription button and you can get Magic Mind shots just every month. And I'm so surprised how fast is the shipping and that it's free, and you can literally order it and you'll get it by your doorstep. And there are no worries at all, because you can cancel anytime the subscription, and there's 100% money back guarantee if you don't like it for the first time. And you can choose which option you want. So this is a smaller package, 15 bottles. There's option also for 30 bottles. So with 15 you drink every 2 days, or just actually when you feel that you need now to focus, or you can even tie this to certain habit, like you're reading book but it's hard for you to concentrate. Every time before you read the book, you just shake and you drink it, and amazing effect. And with code Samanta20 you can get 20% off your first purchase or 48% off the subscription. So this is an amazing deal. Please try if you were looking for something like this. Let's get back to creating discipline in a feminine way. First thing, I want you to understand that consuming information, manifestation, thinking about your dreams and your perfect lifestyle is not the same thing as actually doing, and you cannot just hope to create in your mind these visions or consume information and get real results in real life. These things can help you to get inspired, to see clearer, but if it's not backed up by practical actions, because we're living in a material world, and I'm saying this as a very spiritual girl, then nothing will work out. Second myth about discipline is that discipline can limit your freedom, but it's actually not true. For example, if you are as busy as I am in my daily basis, and if I don't schedule my free time, which is also part of the discipline, discipline is actually about structuring and prioritizing what really matters. If I don't plan time for myself, I will never ever have it. I'll always find something to do. I can get easily distracted by social media or people inviting me somewhere, and you may think that discipline is limiting you, but actually in long term it always gives you freedom if discipline is based on your long-term values in life. In the same way, if your habit that you want to get disciplined in is, for example, meditation or yoga, by doing it every day, every single day, just a small amount of time, it doesn't feel that bad. It can feel only hard in the first few minutes, but when you actually do it, you have so much energy, so much peace in mind. And this is the real freedom. This is the real freedom, not the freedom of having nothing to do, but the freedom of your mind and peace in your heart. And like in many other cases, the key to successful and like in many other spheres of life, the solution for discipline that feels good is in the balance. Discipline is very much connected to feminine and masculine energies. Feminine energy is about free flow, enjoyment, here and now. Masculine is about control, it's about structure, it's about responsibility and pushing yourself. The problem starts if you go too much in your masculine, just structuring, planning, doing, and not relaxing and not feeling yourself. Versus if you're too much in your feminine energy, it's just all about having no plans and being very airy. That creates chaos, and you kind of start feeling that your life becomes on autopilot because you don't know what's happening, you don't know what you're doing, you're saying yes from impulse, and a year goes by and you don't even understand what you were doing the whole year. So the best combination for discipline is understanding these two energies, that it is possible to both combine this flow and ease with structure, responsibility, and a bit of effort. It just needs to be balanced in the right way and right times. And let's now talk more about these practical aspects. Now I'll give you super easy, understandable structure to make discipline work for you in your life, and in the end also amazing tips to stay gentle with yourself and make it soft and feminine. First of all, we cannot go further if you don't understand what are the top 3 to 5 most important things in your life right now. It could be spheres in your life, for example, relationship, career, or some hobby, or it can be something more specific like success in my project X, a goal to travel a lot this year or in the future, or goal to earn certain amount of money or meet my desired partner. So you need to have this understanding what are your top priorities, because if you don't know what your top priorities, you will end up doing a lot of random things that don't bring you any value in life. It's like checking emails that can be forever, that can make you so stressed out and so busy without actually doing anything that would really matter. Now is the moment of truth. The second point is to understand where you're spending your energy on a daily basis. This is very, very important. Don't skip this. So now you have in your mind or on paper your priorities, and you need to make sure that every day, or at least on consistent basis, you're doing some task that will bring you closer to your goal. For example, if your goal is to become fitter, to improve your health, is there something in your day, at least one thing that can bring you closer there? For example, it can be a workout, it can be thinking about how much water you drink, about your eating routine, anything. Check if you do it. And now go through each of your priorities and goals, yes? But don't write like 10 goals. It's impossible to focus on 10 things, right? They can stay in the background, many things you want to achieve, but usually we have just 5 most important things in our lives in the upcoming year or years. And now when you have seen what's actually happening in your schedule and in your life, you probably noticed a lot of random actions you do that don't bring you anything. For example, you might have noticed that you spend a lot of time on social media, that you're meeting with people that don't bring you up, don't give you any positive emotions, and you don't even want to be with, or you're helping people from fear, not from love, like any actions that just don't make sense, in your priority of values. Now you just think, what are the top things that you should do to fulfill those priorities in long term, in like 5 years? If it's about traveling the world, you understand the most important thing is for you to find a job that is remotely, to get certain income, and sometimes you might not know what is the action. And here is super important tip, what I was doing when I was feeling lost and no idea what to do. I was scheduling 1 hour daily to think about this question. For example, I want to earn money. I for now don't have an idea how. Every day I have dedicated 1 hour where I either do research on what I could be doing, or I try certain thing, or even meditate on certain thing, but it is a proactive action that proves to myself that it is important. And really, what you do every day, where you put your energy, it has no way of not coming true. And now let's talk about how to not get into this hustling culture and just fulfilling your to-do list and being on these endorphins and adrenaline of checking out the boxes in your habit tracker, okay? And stay gentle to yourself and stay in this feminine energy no matter what. First of all, it's mindset. You need to understand that it is your choice to do this discipline, that you set it up for yourself, not anyone else. And remind yourself again of the vision where it will get you. Because in the moment it can seem like the worst thing you can do, but you should understand that it's often our ego, our mind, our laziness that restrict us from actually doing it. Second thing is, do it from love. Whatever you do, don't do it just for pushing yourself. You need to feel your body. If in this moment you really feel sick, if you feel down, maybe the best thing you could do is not a certain thing, but actually just supportive words from your inner voice, hugging yourself, saying it's okay. Next thing that is super important is not to get mad if you skip a day or more, or there's a period in your life, for example, when you travel and you couldn't make this discipline happen. You say, okay, it doesn't mean that now you have to again wait until Monday and start again. No, understand that in life you won't be able to do it every day. That is a very utopic idea of doing something really every day. It's normal to skip. I even love to create 1 day a week where I have no discipline, no tasks, just fully free flow. And that gives like a release to this tension, that returning back to just being here and now, no thinking, no planning. And in the same way, I really suggest you to surround with people who are also working on themselves and who also can share vulnerably that sometimes they don't do the discipline and that it's okay. And when you have those people around, it can be in real life, you're in some course, in some self-development program, or just you have created this group of like-minded people, you can openly share and get support. Also different online groups, habit tracking groups, and so on. It's really amazing support when you see that you're not alone. Next important thing is creating balance in your schedule. You cannot have all day just tasks to do, responsibilities, and one habit after another. You will get burnout so fast. You need to have a few hours a day free, and best suggest you to create the blocks. For example, at the beginning you have work to do, then you have a 1 hour of free flow, no plans at all, just do whatever you want, meditate and so on. Then you again have work, then again free flow. Just balance it. It's very hard to work like 8 hours non-stop. You need to have some blank spaces. For me, it's the best not to plan certain thing, but really have free flow. That's what I love the most, and it's when I can truly just close my eyes, breathe, and feel what my body and what my heart really needs in this moment. And that's how I return to my feminine nature. And also a tip how to get disciplined and stay feminine, create certain disciplinary actions that cultivate femininity. Make sure that every week you go to a dance class or you go to a massage. This is also discipline, creating space for relaxation, for rejuvenation, for feeling yourself as a woman. Another thing, make sure not to be too ambitious and now take on 10 new goals even though you couldn't even do one thing every day. Start with literally 1 or 2 things that will seem like that's easy, because now you have a lot of motivation, soon it will disappear. And by the way, if you want to get more into specifics about habit building and so on, my book suggestion is Atomic Habits. I think it's like a book that can be studied for long and practiced, because there are so many good tips that I will not now recite, but that's a suggestion if you want to really dive deep into this topic. And last thing, for us women, it's much easier to do anything if it is aesthetically pleasing, if it has the right atmosphere. So romanticize your habits. If your habit is to meditate, yes, get this beautiful pillow, essential oils, and beautiful clothing and so on. Make your life like a manifestation. It's in your power, yes. So it doesn't have to be this aesthetic, but sometimes when we have low motivation, it is one of the things we can tie to, you know. Okay, this was it for my tips. I think this topic is super important because in my life I've done a lot of breakthroughs because of my habits. I always just get surprised again and again how much it matters. One big breakthrough was getting rid of many bad habits. Like for me, the biggest thing was eating sugar, or that I don't watch series on daily basis, or even about certain negative thoughts, you know, or prioritizing meditation every day. And yes, the things also that are new, when I was meditating continuously for months, or doing yoga or journaling, anything really from self-development tools, what I was doing regularly, it brought huge results. Same way with food. It gives so much energy if we work on our physical body. It's incredible. Please let me know in the comments what is your type. Do you fall more into the masculine toxic approach where you hustle and do and then feel burnout, or you're more flowy, feminine, chaotic type, or you try to balance and you succeed in it? And if you succeed, please share your advice with others. It will be very useful. And don't forget to try Magic Mind and use this opportunity. It's really tasty as well, so check out the link in my bio. Bye!